Welcome to What's My Scene magazine. This is Mary Bookavalis, and our Star Scene interview today is with the legendary David Freiberg of the legendary rock band Jefferson Starship. Hey, David, thanks so much for joining us.
So nice to be here.
Now, today, August the 21st, sees the release of Jefferson Starship's new EP, Mother of the Sun. I've had an advanced copy and I've been listening to it and I love it. Congratulations.
I'm so pleased you do. I'm glad you like it.
And
yes.
I definitely have to order my own because of the actual packaging that it comes in.
Oh, you want the space box? Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I would too. I don't have one yet. So anyway, it's
better
released
get
on
that.
Golden Robot Records, Australian record company.
Yep, they're fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, so far they've been magnificent.
Love it. How did this record come about?
This is the band that when Paul Kantner passed away, this was the band that had been playing with him for a varying number of years, depending on who you're talking about. Chris Smith, our keyboard player, been with them for 22 years. And I rejoined him it's like, what is it? It was about 15 years ago. This personnel were the people that were playing with him the last years of his life. And we all were there because we felt a connection to the idiosyncratic personality and style of Paul. There's nobody else that did what he did. Nobody.
He was amazing, but I felt that it was going a more poppy direction, a different direction when you left. Yeah.
It was getting more produced, and all songs came from outside writers. Like a good time to leave for me and for them to have me leave. It was mutually acceptable to us all, and there was no hard feelings particularly. And it's probably the best thing I ever did, because then I went and I was asked to go with my old friend Gary Duncan from Quicksilver Messenger Service, my very first band.
Yeah.
And I did. And he said, yes, I have this chick singer coming in, and maybe you can sing with her. And so I got down there, and we made beautiful music, played some really nice, sang some really good background vocals. It was a lot of fun. And she stuck around there and joined Gary's Quicksilver. And then so I hung out with that for a while and made friends with her. And a few years later, we got married, and we still are. So,
beautiful.
It was the best thing I've ever done, was to not be in Starship. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, in 1978, you went with the Grateful Dead to Egypt.
I just went over there to be there. I mean, I was really good friends with all of them anyway, and they were going to play in front of the Sphinx and the pyramids.
Wow. During
a total eclipse of the moon. And I said, I should be there.
Definitely. Definitely. What an experience.
Something spectacular just might happen.
That's fantastic.
And so I was, and it was a lot of fun. But I think Bob Weir asked me one time when they changed keyboard players, and Donna Jean Gotcho was the girl singer they had for a while, who was married to Keith Gotcho. Anyway, when they left, they wondered if I'd come back and cover both of those parts, and play keyboards and sing. And it was kind of and it wasn't something I thought I could have done, because he was a prodigious keyboard player. I mean, I am not. I played keyboards just to write songs, and I could play simple things that I figured out, but I never took any lessons, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And anyway, so that wasn't. Besides, I was in Jefferson Starship.
Yeah.
And I already had a gig that I quite enjoyed, so I wasn't going to do that.
With this
I
new
fit much
album,
better in Jefferson Starship. I thought.
well, with this new album, it has taken you 12 years to release a collection of new songs, but definitely worth the wait. It's amazing how you could bring back some original members of Jefferson Starship who were also in Jefferson Airplane.
Okay, so when we left at Paul's funeral, we were all there, and Paul's family expressed the desire that it would be wonderful if we could continue.
That's beautiful.
And carry the fire for Paul. That was his expression, was carry the fire in your hands if you have to. One of his lines in one of his songs, Lightning Rose. But and so we thought that was great. And though Grace wasn't at the funeral, but her and Paul's daughter, China, was there, and so she talked to Grace, and Grace suggested that she was the only person left with the authority member of the Jefferson Starship Incorporated. She would give us the license to do exactly that. Included in the license was, please record new music.
Lovely.
Although what we wanted to do from the moment we continued playing afterwards, was to record some new music and dedicate it to Paul. And so that's what this album is dedicated to, PK, Paul Kantner. So
What Are We Waiting For is probably my favorite song on the album so far. And the lyrics, about selling lies, selling hate, but we can't stop buying it.
We don't. It is. We don't. We can't stop buying it. It isn't too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are we waiting for? Let's stop buying that.
I know, exactly. Setting Sun. To me, it had a very 70s feel. How much are you involved in writing of the music with all these songs?
We all just got together and played together, for, I don't know, 5-6 hours for a couple of days. And we kept a recording going, of these jams, and got what happened. And we came up with a little more than what we got for the album so far, and a bunch of pieces of things that we can finish up later if we can ever manage to find ourselves in the same city with some time to really work on something.
Yep.
Other than normally we're on the road, and the only time we really can get together with our instruments is at sound check, and you can't really expect the stage crew to hang around while you're composing. That's not fair. They want to eat dinner, So we'll figure out how to do it. Now we can't even get together when we have all the time. So we'll figure out a way.
How are you coping with this pandemic?
Yeah, I'd love to be able to go somewhere. I mean, my kids won't let me.
Your kids are brilliant. They shouldn't let you.
They won't let me go anywhere. They'll go shopping for me and stuff. They won't let my wife go anywhere because she's over 62.
I think with the pandemic, you're holding out hope, it feels like, and you're about to announce tour dates soon as well for 2021.
Well, we're trying to. I know we've been wanting to plan to do New Zealand and Australia. It's been on our wish book, but the question is, will you guys let us in the country?
You included the imagining of Embryonic Journey by Jude Gold on this. Why did you decide to do that?
He did such a nice thing with Jorma's Embryonic Journey, from surrealistic to surrealistic. Actually, the way it happened was there was a bunch of dates that we had where we advertised that we were going to do the entire Surrealistic Pillow.
Right.
And so that was on Surrealistic Pillow. So somebody had to play it, and we said, Jude, can you play it? And he said, well, yeah, I can play it. Is that what you want me to just play it on acoustic guitar? And we said, no, play it like you'd play it. And I think Jorma would rather have you play it like you'd play it.
Yep.
And so so he did, and it's turned into this thing that's it's really, and that's actually a live performance. There's yeah, I'm not tired of hearing any of them, and I've heard them
Yep.
all a million times.
Well, Runaway again just felt like a heartfelt apology. It was just beautiful.
Yeah, sorry, but if you hold on too tight.
2 questions. The first one, how would you describe your sound in food form?
That's the toughest question I've ever been asked, I think. Sushi.
Why? I didn't expect
I
that.
like
Why?
sushi. I don't know. What came to mind? What does the band all eat together? Well, we've done that.
Yep. Last question. What is your scene?
What is my scene? That's a wide,
Yeah.
a wide
You
question.
can narrow it down to musically or personally or right at this moment.
My scene is harmony.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
That's
Thank
my
you.
My favorite thing about music is vocal harmonies. That's what I live for, actually.
It's beautiful.
Sing with other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Thank you so much for your time, David.
Thank you, Mary.
Mother of the Sun is brilliant release, and we can't wait to hear the next collection. Though hopefully not have to wait another 12 years.
I don't know whether I can make it to 94 or not. I think I can, but
Oh, for sure.
we'll try to come up sooner.
And
So,
I just hope that we do get to see you next year.
I would love it so much.
Thank you so much.
One of my ambitions is to get to Australia. I've never made it. Made it to New Zealand, but then we were home.